Hello and welcome to Card English. So here we'll have a look into some of the common words with very weird history. So one such word is the word Wednesday, which is the third day of a week. That name does have a big history. The word Wednesday comes from the Anglo-Saxon god of fury and poetic inspiration by the name Woden. This god was also associated with curing horses and also carrying dead. The word had many spellings and it went to a lot of transformations before the word got its new form of spelling that we hear and see today. Shakespeare once tried to match the pronunciation with the spelling of Wednesday, but it didn't go far, hence the word had the D in there even though it is silent almost all the time. The next such common name with the similar characteristics is the name February, which has the R in there, which is completely silent. Regardless of the pronunciation, the R is important in the spelling of February. So the word February came to English from French, and previously it was actually February, with every B sounding more like V. But as in the 16th and 17th century, there was a Latinization that happened with a lot of words in English, and hence we had this B included in the spelling of February. So now it looks more like ancient and fancy with the word like Februaris, which is again a more Latin kind of sound than French kind of sound. So next such word that really went through a lot of changes regardless of the need is the word receipt, which has the P in there even though it's not used in the pronunciation of the word receipt. This was again because of the Latin influence of the language of English that made the P in there. Even though receipt is actually a French word that came into English, the spelling had P in there because there was the need of Latinization, which really did influence English in the late 15th and 16th centuries. So this change or transformation would make the word look more like the Latin word receptus. So this is the similar ways how the words like debt, salmon, soda, indet, etc. got the same kind of spelling with a non-pronounced letter in there. The next such common word is the word kernel, which is again a French word that came into English in the 15th century. There were actually two spellings and two variants to the same word, kernel. The first variant was coronal and the other one was the normal one that we find today with the same spelling and with the letter L. However, as the language of English evolved, the R was replaced with L, and this followed to the later times and even the modern times, even though the spelling or the actual pronunciation in the French still remains as coronal. So that's all we have for you in this video. Meanwhile, you can visit us on www.ecardinglish.com.au or www.ecardinglish.in. You can also write to us at info@ecardinglish.com.au.